Hi, I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to pop on and just talk to you for a little bit. I have finished grading all of the CAA discussion videos and wanted to thank you for your mindful and thoughtful discussions regarding this articulation agreement. I wanted to mention a few things about this agreement as we are starting to explore academic options in more detail. The reason the North Carolina community colleges were able to come to this agreement is twofold. The first reason is based on professional integrity. So the UNC System Office acknowledges that the North Carolina community colleges are accredited to award college transfer degrees. So for those of you who are looking to transfer outside of the UNC system, if you're looking to transfer out of state, for example, knowing that you are taking courses from an institution that is regionally accredited will make the transfer of those credits much easier. The second reason we were able to come to this agreement, and really all the articulation agreements, is that the courses you take here at Wake Tech are equivalent in rigor, content, and learning objectives to those of the senior institutions. So these are classes that the UNC system schools want students to take. So as long as you are taking courses off of the approved course list and the grade earned is a C or better, those classes are going to transfer within the UNC system. Several of you nicely pointed out one of the wonderful provisions of the CAA. So if you're pursuing an AA or AS degree, you graduate, your overall GPA is a 2.0, right? You've got a C or above in all your classes. I applied to ECU or NC State, I'm denied admission, then I can register to get a seat in another school within the UNC system under the TAP. That's the Transfer Assured Admissions Policy. I do want to point out that it's not a guarantee into a school that I would even consider or be able to attend. So for me, Western Carolina wouldn't be an option. It's not a guarantee into my major. So if I get a seat in, say, UNC Charlotte, it's not a guarantee that I get into the College of Engineering there. I have to apply to that college as all students do. So the TAP guarantees you a seat in a school if you're denied admission within the UNC system. But what if you get accepted and your credits do not transfer as they should according to the CAA? Well, there is an appeals process that you can follow. So I really love that there's a provision that protects you if you don't want to take a gap year, if you're denied admission, right? You can go ahead and keep moving through your degree through the TAP. And then there's a provision once you're admitted, if your credits don't transfer and you know they should, as outlined in the CAA, then you can appeal. For those of you who like data, what I want to mention to you is check out the link to the UNC Info Center. I'm going to have it below the video. What it will show is acceptance rates and graduation rates for all of the North Carolina community colleges. So the way it's mapped out, if you like data and statistics, you might appreciate that site. I have received a couple of questions regarding the reflective portion of the college comparison assignment, so I wanted to give you some tips here. Be sure to answer all of the prompts and meet the minimum word count. Be detailed in your responses. For A, when you're discussing your priorities and things you're willing to compromise, things you're not, when selecting a transfer university, here's my example. So when evaluating universities to pursue another advanced degree, my primary focus is on location, cost, and majors offered. Location is an important factor for me because I cannot quit my job. I cannot ask my husband to quit his job and sell our home to essentially move somewhere and start over to pursue another advanced degree. My family life, all my friends, everything is rooted here in the Raleigh area, and I have absolutely no desire to relocate. Cost is another important factor to me, as I already have 2 degrees and I do not want to acquire student loan debt to pay for another master's degree. At this point in my life, it would be fiscally irresponsible to take out any debt of any kind for another degree. When exploring degree options, I know I want to pursue a Master's of Education in Instructional Design. This will give me more tools to hone my craft as an educator, but it will also provide me with the opportunity to work behind the scenes to help my colleagues develop innovative and engaging lesson plans. For me, at this point in my academic career, there's not anything else when I'm critically thinking about my next steps and what university would meet my needs and expectations. There's nothing that I would like to have outside of what I've mentioned, and there's nothing I really wanted to avoid outside what I've mentioned. Now, the next reflective component asks you to list the pros and cons of each university you are evaluating. Be sure to support your pros and cons with data from your research. So for me, just as an example, the pro for me attending NC State would be majors offered. Through my research, I have identified that they offer the program I'm looking for, and it's learning, design, and technology. So just keep that in mind. Every once in a while, I'll get, the con of attending, let's just say ECU it's known as a party school. Okay, what in your research supports that is what I would say. And another thing, when we're thinking critically, any school, I could let that be my main experience at any school. So I just wanted to point that out as an example. Now, your final reflective response, consider this a nice conclusion paragraph for an essay where you will justify your top choice and you'll weave back in your priorities and you will support your decision with evidence from your research. So here's my example. So based on my research thus far, NC State is my top choice to attend while obtaining another advanced degree. Since I have no desire to relocate and NC State is only 20 minutes from my house, it meets my requirement to attend university locally. This will make work-life school balance easier, and I like the fact that I won't have to acclimate to a new area. I have toured NC State many times and I'm already familiar with the layout. Cost is crucial for me as I will be paying out of pocket. Since the degree I want to obtain will only cost $13,000 total, this is something I can afford without looking into federal or private funding. I am excited to learn that NC State offers the exact major I want, which again is learning, design, and technology. It's offered in a hybrid format, which will allow me to learn some of the material from the convenience of my home without losing the connection to professors and peers with the on-campus sessions. So as you are working on the assignment, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I'll be glad to help. As far as grades, since we're at the 5-week point here, and we have only about 3 weeks left, I encourage you to take a moment and review all of your grades. I post comments on your assignments if applicable, and I also post it in the rubric. So if you have any questions, certainly if I made a mistake, I am human, and if I make a mistake, I will apologize and get that corrected. So take a look. I also wanted to say I was very impressed with the quality of work for the career profile assignments. It was really nice to get to know a little bit more about you and your area of focus right now. And we have peers who are pursuing some wonderful fields. I'm really excited. We have social workers, educators, healthcare professionals, engineers, psychologists with a focus on helping athletes. That's just to name a few. So again, thank you for that. It was really nice to see the quality of work and level of detail that you put into that assignment. If you are in the Triangle area, I just want to say be safe. Travel safely, allow yourself enough time to get where you're going for sure. I was out earlier this morning and it was quite windy on 540. So outside of that, I just want to wish you all a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend, and I'll talk to you more soon.